end. Repost. The meeting is being live streamed. Got it.
We're live.
We are live, guys. And that's the best thing about being live is actually I'm sitting in my the meeting is being live streamed, and it's gonna echo a tiny bit until I get all the links.
We're live.
Yeah, we are live, guys. And that's the best thing about being live is actually I'm sitting in my the meeting is being live streamed, and it's gonna echo a tiny bit until I get all the links.
We're live.
Yeah, we are live, guys. And that's the best thing about being live is actually, you like this right now? I'm sitting in my the meeting is being live streamed, and it's gonna echo a tiny.
I think John has too many tabs open right now, guys.
I got about 6. I'm working on this. First, I have to let Cheryl in. I got to get things going here. I see a little bit of a freeze. I see a smile. You know, it's always about the joys here, guys. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hope people jump in. New link. I've posted that over there. I'm going to go over to my Facebook. I'm going to go post over here. I'm going to post a link over here. My alarm's going off for some reason. Oh, it's 4:19. Get ready for that bong rip, guys. You know what's nice about this? You guys are all here, and you guys can talk too. When I delete somebody.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, we're talking a lot. Last week was about our why and why we're doing this, and growth for me is a big part of my why. Personal growth and development and learning of cannabis and growing cannabis. And cannabis has saved the lives of the people that you're going to see on the screen today and given us a quality of life. And we're trying to share that. And the more that we can personally grow, not just growing our cannabis, but our mental attitude and our desire to help others. And John's teaching us the steps that it takes to reach those goals. Because like today we're talking about goals and setting up goals. And that's something that we all need to do because that helps to focus us to move forward. Are you ready to go, John, or should I
am. I was waiting on Cheryl, and you know what? She's kind of buzzing around and what's going on. So we kind of got to wait for the star, you know.
What, Morpheus? Morpheus is coming.
I'm just gonna call her. I'll just give her a call. This is, you know, one thing we have here is like we have cell phones, right? So I'm gonna go like Cheryl. It's pretty cool. We have all this technology that was given. Oh, wait a second. Admit. I'll just hang up on her now. and all you guys out there on YouTube, it's really the best thing about really is looking at how we get things going. I even got notes. See this? I got notes going on here. And as we wait for Cheryl to come in here and what we've been really talking about, what things have been going on. How are you, Cheryl? I actually had to call Cheryl. I had a message Ken. Oh, it's 4:20.
Haha, 4:20.
Enjoy. And there's my boys, and they're enjoying life too.
I almost forgot. It was 4:20, and that's how we start the show with a bit of a bong rip, setting some goals. Hi, Cheryl. How was your day today?
Okay, crazy, but awesome, good. Awesome, good.
Cool. Gotta like that. It's
so nice. They got all these cool tools. These toker pokers, bong, meditainers. Everybody's got their. I got a gold one. You got a Berfelo one. We've got all these.
Yeah.
And a Berfelo med.
I need another
I'm set up.
poker.
I got some Berfelo gear going on here for the 42 live. We're talking more about that because I set some goals. I set some goals so long ago. Do you guys mind if I like lead this and share? You know,
Please.
I appreciate everybody here and all you guys out there in Zoom land and in YouTube world. Thank you for joining us on setting goals. The power of the goal setting. We talked last week about our why. And anybody guys get discover your why and you know, we talked about our why. You get up in the morning, like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? All right, you get down. Cheryl's smiling. Okay, so everybody here got a link yesterday to a half-an-hour video from Jim Rohn on goal setting. I already know Matt. He's already like written down some stuff, so I'm not even we gotta like slow down over here, Rockstar. And Matt's been set some goals a long time ago. And with those goals, we've been talking about that for the last, like basically the last 13 days. We've been kind of going over getting to these steps of where we are right now. And that's why I said we talked about the chemistry and how we got to where we are and what we're doing, right? And really kind of like seeing the change in all of us. Everybody? Yes. And you guys out there, you don't even know what we're talking about. 42 days hard. Yes. And with that, we keep pushing forward. We keep pushing forward every day. And we set we got to start looking at, we looked at our why, we look where we're going. Now what we need, guys, we need clear written goals. We need written goals. Remember, I keep talking about our daily journaling. We talk about putting in our daily agenda and having meaningful goals every day. We talk about meaningful goals and reasons why we were doing things, reason why we did things, but we didn't talk about setting goals and really looking at the types of goals that we're setting. All right. So, I mean, for me, I've been setting goals my whole life. Right. One of the biggest goals that I set was celebrating a date, 4/20 live, 4/20/2024. And at midnight, the clock reads 4/20/24. It's 4/20 back and forth both ways. I set a goal to celebrate that moment a decade ago. People go, you've been talking about that. A goal that I set 10 years ago. And there's going to be types of goals we all set. All right. At first, goals we kind of look at, there's like the 3 types of goals that we look at. Have we talked about these yet? There's personal development goals, there's thing goals, and there's economic goals. Remember that. Personal development goals, right? Thing goals and economic goals. And we start looking at personal development goals. There's different types of personal development. There's emotional goals, there's mental goals, there's social and relationship goals. There's work and career mission goals. There's relationship goals. There's physical body goals and how we get ourselves to look up, right? Then there's goals about like giving. We talk about these types of goals, right? Those are your personal development goals, all right? Then we got to take a look at thing goals. Thing goals are materialistic desires. These are thing goals. I want a meditator. I need a new pair of glasses. I need some seeds, baby. All right. Then there's economic goals. What are we able to afford? How we used to save up money as kids? You have an economic goal. Remember those goals that we had to set when we were kids? Are there goals that you have set in your garden, Matt?
I set goals every single time. Every single garden, I set another goal.
There you go. So if you're setting a garden, you're setting a goal. You're setting a goal how you're going to start articulating. And like I say, I start setting goals. We're going to be setting some goals today. We talk about some of these goals and how we're going to start setting these goals and looking at the power of what goals are, right? I mean, I talk about it all the time. I say setting goals is turning the invisible into visible, right? It's the foundation for all the growth in our lives, right? That's what we set a goal for, to grow forward. And we look at those goals, we look at how we're going to start setting goals and the next goals that we're going to start setting. So when you set a goal in your garden, what's the first thing you set?
I first decide, I like to grow big, minimal amount of plants, but big plants. So I know that I need to get a certain amount of weight in order to achieve me not having to buy anything between runs. So I'm always trying to set that goal to break my next ones to keep me going.
Something I want to talk about here. Do you mind? I love how you have setting goals, SMART goals. I put that in there, right? I put that into SMART goals. And I wrote it down here just so you guys know, because you guys know you get all these pieces of paper. We do this all the time. I hold it up, I say it out loud, we talk, right? But a SMART goal really is, I love this, is really SMART stands for set the goal, right? Under M, make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Right? A, apply the knowledge. I don't know. This is stuff that I came up with, by the way. R, resources. Who, not how. Who are the resources and how you get where the resources are coming from? Be resourceful, right? Setting the SMART goal. M, right? R, and we look at T at the end. SMART. T, what does T stand for? Take action immediately now. That's a SMART goal. You have to take action on your goals and setting those goals. Like if I didn't take action, do you think I'd be growing? If you didn't take action on what you were doing, but you set a goal in the very beginning, when we are growing, the first thing we do is write down, okay, my piece of paper. I'm going to put up my pen. And one thing we learned in everything we have. So I have my SMART goals, right? I put down my SMART goals. I put down what we're saying, making things happen. Goals need to be fun.
Mhm.
Don't you agree? Goals need to be fun, right? Goals need to be fun, right? And the best thing about being fun about your goals is it pushes you forward. Right? I'm always talking about the push-up. That's what you always see with the push-up, right? Because a goal is pushing you forward to seeing something that you want to see. Because you had a why to focus on a goal. Ken, thank you very much for that. That's why going over the why was so important. And over the last 12 days, going over what we've been conditioning and getting into the next steps of setting real goals. Because now you can set a goal. Because thank Cheryl. I don't know what else to say. Right. Most important, guys, is planning. And when you do that, you have to what? You have to write down your goals. I'm going to talk about journaling and writing things down. And Matt, you already showed me what you did with your checkmark stuff. This is and Matt's been not just doing this. Matt's been taking courses from Bruce Gunsby on how to do. See, he's got certain things set up there now, right? He's got it all set into play and getting things down.
Right on, Matt.
Like what right on? How about you guys out there? Are you setting your goals every day? How you're gardening, how you're growing, what you're doing? You have to set the goal. Without a goal, there's no vision. Without no vision, everyone has to have a vision. You need to have a vision. You need a goal. You set the vision to kind of grow forward. Right, I gotta sit right there. Create a vision. Never let the environment or other people's. Cheryl knows she's smiling. Limits of what you have done in the past shape your future, because visions shape our future, right? And goals give us that vision, so we can get what our thing goals and what we really want. And setting goals is the first thing. So right when I had it down here, it's really great because now that I have a laptop sitting in front of me and I can kind of put on these glasses here and and it's great having a laptop in front of you, because I sat here and I looked at what we're going to be doing on as people are going to start messaging me, and I really talk about that. First, we got to take a look at really the benefits of the goals that we're going to get involved with, how we're going to engage in the goals that we have, and that call to action with those goals, right? But what we're looking at here, guys, right now is as I get into this, is the importance of setting a goals, is having that vision, right? You need a vision. And without a vision, there really is anything. So really, vision goals are found for success. And there's 3 types of goals we talked about. Now, the next thing is really understanding and achieving those goals, and how we get those down. We start writing down goals that we're after. And if we watch that video that we put on that, I wrote it down here. You have to have your life goals and what you want in a lifetime. So let's write down, and I don't know if you've already done, I know Matt's done it. Ken doesn't take notes, apparently. I'll have to ask Lil. How was the video today on goal setting?
Awesome.
We both watched it. We both sat here and watched it, John.
You're awesome. Awesome. And I tell you, all you guys out there in YouTube and stuff like that, this is where the juice comes into play. This is where we really get fun. Okay. I want you to write down, I'm going to take a little bit of time. It's like a workshop, right? Your top 42 goals. Oh, yeah. The 42 goals that you want in life. What are your 42? This might take a little bit. And that's why this is a bit of a workshop. You're going to come back and go over this, because we're kind of going through this, because I know Matt's got 42. He's probably got more than 42 goals. He's like, yeah.
A few. I short-term and long-term, though, probably about
there
50
you go.
between
Now,
them.
and what's great about this is Matt has really gone into, we're going to talk about short-term goals, long-term goals, realistic goals, goals that you put beside. You write down goals and put the date beside them. It's going to take 42 days because we're on the 42-day journey, right? Right.
Yep.
Is it gonna take 42 months? I'm kidding. We look, and I said this is your top goals over the next 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. I have a 10-year goals. You've seen it, Cheryl. You've all seen my 10-year vision. You've seen my 5 years. You see what I'm doing 28. You see what I'm doing 20. You saw me write down goals 2 years ago, and I've already completed them, and they're right for 2025. I've already done them. Check. Remember the check mark. That's why we write down goals, so you can actually strive for them. You can see the vision that you're after. So I write down here, I put down here, write down your 1, 2, 3, and 5. So when you write down all those goals that you want in life, put down beside them how long you think they're going to take. 1 year, 2 years, I wrote down 2025 for my C generations and getting that going.
Mm-hmm.
You saw it, right?
I'm getting some of those.
You know what's great here? How about this? Because you guys are goal setters. All the goal setters in my life are all getting C's.
Awesome.
And one for Matt. Cheryl.
Awesome.
See, this is how we set goals, because I set this goal with 17. I set this goal talking with someone in 2013. Said in a decade, this is what I want to do. Wow, the power of goal setting. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I set goals all the time. You see me write down my vision boards and take a look at which way I'm going to go and how I'm going to articulate those things. Right. Write it down. Write it down.
Could you repeat what were you said 5? So
5.
like, what's that one?
Well, for your goal setting, Cheryl.
Yeah.
I say write down 42 goals. It might take you a little while. 42 goals that you think you never even get to. Write them down.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Remember, I say this every day, every morning. What's scheduled becomes real. What's planned becomes possible. What's envisioned is real. We talk about the envision, right? It's sitting on. Oh, it's right here. I love this. I got the power of vision sitting here. You know, because everyone has a vision. And that vision is have big visions move people, big goals, put those visions in front of us. Big goals, big goals, right? Roles and goals. They don't teach you this at McDonald's. They don't teach you this in high school. They don't teach you this in college. They don't teach you how to set roles and goals. I don't know why. No one taught me I haven't set these roles and goals in life. I missed the message. Anybody else here get it in school?
No.
I'm just curious. Okay, so at least I know I didn't miss out on that, okay?
You weren't sick that day.
I wasn't sick that day. Were you sick that day? Was anybody else here sick? Like, I'm not watching chat. Chat is kind of flowing. You guys are awesome in chat, and I have been posting, go back through the reviews. I know how to make that chat live, so after we do the live, did the chat come in there? Mark does that. I can't seem to figure that out yet, but I will. Just don't think about goals, guys. You have to write them down. We're writing those down. We said that we're writing down our goals. And now here comes the juice. Those top goals, I want you to write down the details of those goals that you want. Ooh, some good homework, right? Because now that we've gone for the first days, thank you for that smile show, because you had some goals and you wrote down those details. We talked about this a year ago. Wow, look at how far we are with those goals, Cheryl. I see Matt's stuff. You know what the best thing about this goal setting is here right now? And can I just acknowledge you, Ken, right now? Like truly, really acknowledge you and just say, wow, what we talked about in my kitchen 2 years ago and the goals that you set out to do and what you talked about and how we were envisioning together and creating something that you went full on. You talked about doing the shows and you start doing the tours. And then you're like, I'm doing this channel. Ken wrote down his goals, all about the biology. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hope you guys are checking out his channel. And I know Matt sitting right there in the far left-hand corner. Right there. This awesome guy right here. Matt set some goals. He didn't just set goals. He accomplished them. And you want to tell us about that goal that you did and you got a certificate on your wall that you were showing us this morning?
Oh, the one for Bruce Bugweed?
There you go.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Matt set a serious goal and he wanted to learn. So he didn't just set the goal. He obtained it. He got it. Medical cultivation, science and technology. Matt and me were talking so good. Why he got in the right mindset and getting into that right mindset to kind of get into that peak state, to set that goal to get to where you are.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. That's how you grow your life. You got to set the goal. I'm going to plant that seed. I'm going to go for that course. Cheryl, you're taking a writing course.
I'm taking my bachelor's in science, majoring in biology.
Can you just give a pen drop? You can learn and do whatever you want. Oh.
Thank you. I rock.
You. Okay, ready? We know this, right?
Oh,
1, 2, 3. You guys rock, Cheryl. Okay. That's the Tony Robbins world in me. I gotta get it's repeated, repeat it. With goals, we have visions, and visions gets us where we got to go. Right? Right? How would you feel within 1 year all your goals are maintained or mastered? How would that feel?
Amazing.
Isn't it? That's why we
I'm
write-
already setting more goals because I'm hitting the end of the last goal. I'm like, oh, okay, let's go 5 years. Let's go 6 years. Let's go an additional 15,
You know what?
I'm just like,
you
all
guys are
right,
gonna
let's
get
go.
all
I'm
this
on a
stuff.
roll.
You guys gonna get a lot of stuff because we look at our period of mastery, right? And our 42 guys talk about the period of mastery that we went through. You guys are seeing this. We're gonna get this. We're gonna talk all about this in the week goal. This next week is gonna be both setting those goals and implementing them, putting in those ones that we're looking at. They're important. Our 3 to 5 thrive. We talk about that in our states. So this is gonna be all in our workshop that we've been talking about. What's great about this, guys, is we get to share this with everybody else. The power of goal setting. You don't have to come to the workshop. You can just start setting the goals. Look at your why from last week. And next week, I don't know if I should give a preview of next week or not.
Ooh.
I got it all this right here. It's nice when you have a laptop, you can have like double screens too. Wow, I never thought this shit would actually work. Week 3. Okay, I'll throw it out there. We get into goals, we gotta look at vision. And when you look at the vision is when we start talking about we're getting into those goals. So we're gonna do this week, we're setting our goals. Remember that 3 types of goals. First are our personal development goals, guys. Emotional goals. Remember we talked about this emotional, we've been talking about all week, setting up those positive and negative emotions.
Mhm.
We're saying yes. So those come into our social goals. Socially, what are we going to do socially in our lives? What are you going to do? What's your social goal? Relationship goals. What are you doing about relationship with your friends, your family, your loved ones? Do you have any goals around that? Work, career, mission. Talked about this. Growing goals. What are you going to plant? What are you going to grow? What are your plans? Because this is a cannabis channel. We're about growth. That's what this is all about. I know when I used to set my seeds, this is funny. Shared experience here. Thank you. I saw the smile. We didn't write shit down. It's called evidence. Really? Write it down. Why? So we can have evidence? Are you kidding me? Okay. That's what the goals were on calendars. All right. Today we can set these goals, goals that we really, really, truly want to get after. Right. The desired goals, our economic goals, and how we're doing. Because I write down, we have a budget. That's a goal. Budgeting, how you're going to start doing things. The most important part is writing down those goals. Taking out your top goals, your 3 to thrive, the ones that you know you're going to be able to commit in the next 42 days. We're talking short-term goals and long-term goals. And that's it. Now, thank you. Is there anything you want to add here right now? I'd just really like, Matt, I know you've been going deep hard. So would you like to add anything from what you've learned, from what we talked about, and then the videos that we talked about, and really setting up these next goals for your next, well, we only got like 30 days from the 42 left. So,
Well, just my next step is taking my goals and then just writing the brief description for each one. And if they're important enough for me to finish a description on each one, then they're important enough for me to continue with it. So that's what that's my next step is that's how I'm going to crunch this down to a smaller list of attainable goals, is I'm going to find out which ones are actually mean more to me than the other ones do.
and I just want to acknowledge you for that. I didn't even chance because I'm just going to talk about attainable goals, things that you can truly obtain. Those are those next 42 days. Yeah, like your daily goals. You have daily goals. That's why you get up in bed. You have a daily goal, right? Weekly. So we're going to look at 42 day goals, 90-day goals, and 1-year goals. Because the 42 days is about 42 days. We're setting up the next 42 days. So it's going to be almost like a daily goal. But we want your 90-day goals. What do you plan on doing in the next 90 days? Remember to write this down in your journal, put it down in your daily, and have your 3 to thrive. And you know what? When people set 90-day goals, 99% of the people obtain them when they write them down. Remember, obtainable goals, long-term goals, realistic goals, goals about giving, goals about sharing, Goals about obtaining. What do you obtain? What a goal that I'm going to get this by this time. I'm going to share this by this time. I'm going to do this by that time. These goals, guys, setting the goals, it's really getting into the next stage of the vision. And I have vision all around me, but I'm realizing that that's why I have Giselle's, it's her day off today, and she's doing some stuff with the daughter and stuff, and Hetty's doing awesome in Mexico right now. But right in front of me, it's like, stop. Vision is next week. Okay, fine. Then we're going to get into pillars of power, guys, in week 4. Really look at pillars of power and how we can kind of grow forward, because those pillars of power are what pushes the vision from your setting of your why, from looking at your goal setting, right? And then we're going to get into the 7 forces of business and pushing forward to build that next dream. So, I mean, I'm just so excited every day showing up here and looking at the goals and seeing how those next goals can kind of push us forward. So as I kind of look at things, I got all kinds of great stuff here, right? And we're going to start getting at areas of management. These are areas of our goals. This will be in your workshop. We're going to have personal development goals on one side. You're going to have personal economic goals. We're going to look at business goals for you're going to do for your business and business goal, and then your own personal goals. I had it all here. I can click a button. Oh, I forgot. This is so awesome. There it is. It's right in front of me. Technology is so awesome that we get in front of us right now. So really, what I really guys want you to look at, and there's going to be some key things we're going to look at this week. Look at your physical body goals. We all have them. Everybody has them. I don't care if you're in the best shape of your life, Look down at your emotional and meaning goals. What emotions and meaning? We talked about this already. Now, one thing we didn't talk about, guys, is your time goals. Remember we talked about this, Cheryl, this morning? Yeah, there you go. Thank you for nodding your head. Time goals are so important because those time goals really set us up. So that daily agenda. And when we don't do it, what do? We move it over the next day. And if we get frustrated, what do, Cheryl? She's got to unmute herself right now. That's awesome.
Sorry, I lost the screen there. I'm like, oh no, what happened?
What do we do? What do we do?
Count out 4, 3, 2, 1. And you just keep doing it because it's quicker to do that than to fight how you're feeling and try to do it any other way. You're going to get there faster.
Isn't it beautiful? And you count your 4 plants, 4, 3, 2, whatever, 4, and always count backwards. Don't count forwards. Counting backwards sets a reset. That's what's beautiful about it. We're going to set some goals right around on our work, career, and our mission. What goals do you want to see in the first week, in the next 90 days? Do you have a mission? I have a mission. I have career. What are your finance goals? What do you want to obtain? Everybody knows I'm after $42 million. I'll tell you that right now. I have a driving force. And I got 42 years to do it. Yes. That means I'm going to live till I'm 92. Yes. Celebrate and contribute. So those goals, when you celebrate and contribute, what goals are you trying to, where are you going to go to when you're going to start celebrating? Where's that celebration come into play? Remember what we do? We celebrate along the way. Because once you reach that goal, if you don't celebrate along when you get there, there's no point in celebrating. Setting goals is the first step of turning the invisible into the visible. It's really the foundation for all growth in our lives, guys. And when we get to that different point, we get into it. And I have it sitting right here. We have our driving force, right? Which is our 1-year outcome and our 42 outcome. And I wrote this down. You're going to get this all on some sheets so you can have something to go off of. I have your driving force, which is our growing force, which is for our personal life and our professional life. We have 4-month outcome. We have a 42-day outcome, right? We have goals and outcomes we're going to start striving for and pushing towards. Everybody needs to do this. This is how you win in life. You write it down. You set a goal and don't go any farther than what you actually can obtain. Or you get caught up in the crazy 8. When we talk about the crazy 8, everybody likes the crazy 8. Now, from watching the video this morning or yesterday, Lil do you have any comments on today and what you have been able to learn from just these specific little lessons that we talked about over the last little week and a bit, especially from the video yesterday, because that was different from all what we've done for the previous 12 days.
I know that this whole process has got me doing things I've been planning and wanting to do for a long time, but never did. And I'm finding myself getting things accomplished, which is awesome. Scratching them off my list. Yeah, it's been really motivating and moving me in the right direction. Thank you, John.
Thank you, Lil. You know, and this is what's great about you beautiful, amazing people. You guys keep hitting bong folks 6 a.m. It's beautiful doing live, and I'm like filming, and they're like, Cheryl's just like,
I
love
know.
you. No, but here's the whole.
Awesome.
It's what fuels us. Remember that this is a medicine that helps every single one of us, and we see that. And how we fuel our growth is with goals. We wouldn't get to where we are if we weren't growing, if we weren't setting the goals to get us where we are. Goals are the foundation for all success in life. Remember that. If you don't have a goal, you don't have a vision. You need a goal to set the vision. That's why it's so important to look at the goals, the why, the goals, and we really take a look at that true vision. And that's going to be all week getting into setting it up. You see how we're stacking into this and how we keep following through. Why? Because we write it down. I get to do a bong rip as you guys get to discuss something right now. And you know, if anybody was paying attention to chat, maybe we can find someone who can pay attention to the chat. I don't have StreamYard, and what I'm going to do is find out who would be really wanting to take control of the chat when we're doing these lives. So anybody in the chat room right there who's consistent and been on this channel for a while, really wants to learn and grow with us, now is the chance to say your say. Send me a private message. I'll send you a link to the private group. This kind of might be like a free shoe-in. You do some work for us, we do work for you. We're all here to help one another, because it's not looking at the how, it's looking at the who. Start talking more about that. And that's what's really good about setting goals, because when you set goals, be resourceful. Don't look for resources. Be resourceful. Look at your who's and not your hows. Because the who is going to get things done. The how is going to get you caught in the cherry in the how.
Now, one thing is that the chat keeps reminding us that you do have just a little ways to go for push-ups. So, you know, the chat's I've actually been halfway watching the chat and answering a couple of questions and mentioning cannabis questions. Come on the OG's Power Hour tomorrow on It's All About the Biology show, or channel, I should say. John's going to be there with myself and Mr. Toad, and you can ask some of those questions tomorrow. But the goals is, like, I set up that channel as a goal to help teach people. John taught me that years ago when he fell off that scaffolding and hurt himself and started making these videos to help himself to grow. The plant got him out of a wheelchair. We can do so much, but John had to set those goals and then achieve them. And if you guys have been following John at all, you know how much he has achieved over the decades that he has been helping all of us to learn to grow in so many different ways, not just the cannabis plant and Dr. Hornby. And it's that has brought him along. Tony Robbins, yes, Jason Wilcox, Cheryl. There's so many people that have helped John, who's helping us, and this is just another way of John to give more back to us.
My mom, you know, of course, she's being.
Of course.
Whether it's my mom, guys, I wouldn't be helping anybody, right?
Right.
And
You
what's
wouldn't
so
be here.
Well, what we are here is we all help one another set these goals in life. Goals are great. Goals help us grow. Goals get us to where we're going. You got to write them down. You got to keep those journals when you grow and what you got growing on. Remember, what's growing up? What's that about? How are you growing today? Right? Ask yourself that question. How are you growing today? What goals have you set for your day? What goals have you set for your future? What are the roles and goals behind them? Right? Because we all look at those, our 6 human needs. I get to talk about this on Ken's channel all the time. We get to talk about it here with you guys today. Yes.
Yep.
There are 6 human needs, guys. And those 6 human needs are how we set our goals in life, because our goals give us certainty. Our goals also give us uncertainty and variety. Our goals also make us feel significant when you set them and you achieve them, that little check mark. Yeah. Our goals give us love and connection because you're sharing them with others. Our goals give us growth because we're growing towards that goal. And our goals help us contribute because most of those goals are about contributing and helping others. Yes. How great are our goals when they give us our 6 human needs, our global belief system, our roles and goals, right? And our goals help us with our fuel of choice, our emotions. When you have good goals, you have good emotions, good fuel. Goals set your life, set your goals right, set them for your future. Goals, you're not setting a goal for your past. You can't go there. A goal ain't going to take you back. A goal is only going to take you forward. Future pace your goals. That's what a goal is going to do. It's going to take you to where you need to go. Think about that.
And remember to always keep looking back over your goals. Don't just write them down and abandon them. Keep working on them. Keep looking at them, because without that, you're just going to fall into the rut again.
Repeat it. The last thing on my page, repeat it. Repeat it over and over until those goals become realities. And then you set what? Another goal. You're 3 to thrive. And that's what I have sitting here. And that's one thing I've learned. I used to have 10 or 15 things on the go all the time when I wasn't getting anything done. You really have to concentrate on your main goals. That's what we're setting our realistic goals, our long-term goals, economic goals, personal goals, right? All of these goals all have time frames around them. So set goals that you can absolutely obtain. Look at goals that you can shoot for the moon. I'm a moonshot guy. Everybody knows that. I've been shooting for the moon. I keep getting there. Woo! Going to the moon. I had goals I wrote down. I was going to go to Africa.
And you did.
I had goals I was going to meet Tony Robbins.
Check.
I had goals I was going to grow my own.
Check, check, check.
I had goals that I was going to have my own seeds and I was going to create something with somebody just great and create a seed company for around the world the green way.
Check.
Mm-hmm.
Goals are the foundation for the success in your life. Set them every day. Look at them. Write them down. And what do? We grow together.
Yep.
Remember your work worlds. And we say this every morning, don't we, guys? Remember, who is your team?
I am.
Accept that it's all on you. Then you got to earn permission to lead. Co-development, right? Co-elevate.
Praise and celebrate.
Praise and celebrate along the
There
way.
you go.
There you go.
Then
And then
co-elevate the crowd.
We co-elevate the tribe, the cannabis community that's growing together here. And that's why we're setting the goals to keep growing forward together as one. Because with goals, we move forward. Join the movement. Grow your life. Just say yes. It's
Yes.
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 Yes. You guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All this week is really work on the power of goal setting the goals. You're all getting seeds. Everybody's getting new seeds for that growth, for their goals, what they want. And that's the beautiful part about growing forward together as one. Because together we set goals together and then we collaborate together. We get in there and we talk about those goals and we go, yeah, that's a great goal. How can I help you with that goal? See how goals set us up? Because you want to help someone with a goal, right? I do. You got a goal.
Always.
Goal.
Always.
Ron, I have a goal. I'm like, that's pretty fucking awesome. Can I help you with that? She goes, that's why I want to tell you about my goal. I need help. Remember, somebody can go somewhere, but a team with goals can go everywhere. Yes, you can go everywhere with the goals that you set with the team and the people around you. Remember that. So take those goals that you write down, look at them, envision them, and we'll talk about setting up a vision around that next week with all of you guys here. And of course, our next sessions that we talk about getting into that vision plan and setting that vision will be next week, of course, here together. But we're going to be going up to that because what are we doing? We're stacking it through the week as we set all those goals. We got 42 goals to set. Yeah, and we're going to write down those descriptions. And you're laughing about it because you know how great that's going to be.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
You know what, guys? I just really enjoy just doing this. And we got 4 more minutes to go, so it's 42 minutes. It's always going to be 42. We're going to keep it at 42. So let's get that. So, I know. And when you put the emotional state behind a meaning, because you put a goal behind what you want to obtain, it gets you there. 42. Yes. 42 days until I turned 52 is when I started this. And then 42 days before next after that, 42 days after I turned 52 is 420. No, it's 2024, beginning of the next 42 days straight. Then we look towards our 42 days live, which is going to happen 4/19 at the Creation Cultural Center. Yes, you guys are here.
Exciting.
We're collaborating with a joint. It's going to be a joint ventures with a bunch of other people. This is a unity of coming together of what the cannabis community coming together as one big united big. Wow. Only once in the history of humanity do we get to celebrate this one moment. It's called midnight, when the clock reads 4/20/24, back and forth. Google it, look it up. It's a paradigm. I can't saying it right. What am I saying?
Paradigm.
Paradigm. It's a paradigm. And with that, guys, we get to celebrate one of the most joyous days in the history. What I always been saying, 42 live happens.
I'll be there for sure. You know
We're
it.
all going to be there. We're going to keep growing forward together.
Everybody.
Setting our goals and roles in life. We're going to look at the inspirations of how we're going to get there. We have a power of our why. What more can we ask for? Oh, I know. We can have the vision to get us there, right? Because
And the emotion to take us past anything that happens along the way.
We've been studying the emotional train and getting down that emotional train, looking at our fuel of choice. And our fuel of choice is the emotions that we put in our fuel of our tank. So what do you put in your gas tank every morning? Premium, a little bit of nitrous.
Push-ups. It's 4:00 your time.
No, it's not.
It's 5 o'clock.
5:00. Okay, sorry. Yeah, you got another hour. That's right. Okay, sorry.
I don't do push-ups past 4.
Oh, that's right. Okay, sorry.
I'm just showing out there, guys. As you know, we're going to talk more about, and I even have this here. Oh, where is it? I have something here for you guys.
It's there somewhere.
I do. I got it somewhere. Here it is. We're going to get more into a pattern interrupt and why I do my push-ups every 2 hours. Because a pattern interrupt is another way. We talk about it, but now you're going to get a whole sheet on, because I haven't been pushing a pattern interrupt yet with you guys as much as what I do. But a pattern interrupt is how you set yourself up to win in life. We talk about it a little bit, but we're going deep into the pattern interrupt throughout the week. Because
Nice.
that's the goals. Now you're going to set that pattern interrupt, because that's a goal setting. We're going to set a goal to do the pattern interrupt. Yeah.
That's okay. I only need to come up with 41 more. Woohoo!
Only got 41 more. So as we go out with 42 minutes on 42 days, on 42 hard and learning all this great stuff, let's puff out to all you guys there on YouTube. We're going to see you next week, and it's going to be the vision of growing our new seeds. Yes. Okay, let's do this, guys.
Yeah, I can't wait to work.
There we go, guys. Later.
Okay. I love this.
and we're still alive, it says. So
I know that because you know what